Welcome to the Packer Mentality Podcast. I'm here to keep you updated and provide insights on everything Packers, both on and off the field. To my dedicated listeners and viewers, a huge thank you for your continued support and engagement. Your participation has been key to the growth of this channel. If you haven't already, or if you hate the Bears, please hit the subscribe button, leave your comments, and join me on social media at Packer Mentality. You can find this podcast on all major platforms. Some great news over the past week with a couple Packers getting contract extensions. Kenny Clark gets a new 3-year contract extension worth $64 million. He gets a $17.5 million signing bonus. This deal actually saves the Packers money this season, just a little over $1 million. Then on Friday night, after a week of anxiously waiting, Jordan Love gets his contract extension. He becomes the highest paid player in the NFL, at least for now. 4 years, $220 million. He gets a $75 million signing bonus. Of course, there's going to be some debate from some of the haters on whether he deserves it. But if you've been watching, you've been paying attention to what was going on with the Packers, you might know the facts. Packers lost their all pro left tackle after one game and had a first year starter for the rest of the season. They were missing their star running back, Aaron Jones, for 6 games, and honestly struggled to run the ball for most of the season anyway. Coming into the season, the Packers had rookies or second year players at wide receiver and tight end. Then Christian Watson, their primary speed downfield threat, he was hurt and was missing for 8 games. This put a lot more rookies on the field, and they're rookies. They made a lot of mistakes over the first half of the season, running the wrong routes, missed assignments. Unsurprisingly, it's really hard to develop chemistry in NFL when you can't rely on guys to be in the right place. But they did get on the same page about halfway through the season, and you could see the changes. It was dramatic how much different the offense was. Even with all those challenges, Jordan Love finished the season as a top 10 quarterback. And over the final 9 weeks of the season or so, he was arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. Here are just some of the numbers to back that up from last season. Passing yards, 4,159, seventh in the NFL, just below Patrick Mahomes and just above CJ Stroud. Passing touchdowns, 32, which was second just behind Dak Prescott, who was an MVP candidate for most of the season. Interceptions, 11, same as Brock Purdy, and fewer than both Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. EPA per play, fourth. DVOA, sixth. Big time throws, third in the NFL. And I think most importantly, in his first year as a starter, he took the team to the playoffs. And first playoff game, absolutely dismantled the Cowboys. Is that a small sample size? Yes. But it's not one game or 6 games. It's a full season where he showed resilience, leadership, and remarkable improvement. That is more than enough. If you think you have your quarterback, you sign him. I don't have any problems with that. And obviously, the Packers didn't either. I liked what I saw from Jordan Love last season. Let's talk about actual football now. The Packers have completed their first week of training camp. Nothing gets decided in the first week, but there are some position battles that are happening. 6 key position battles for the Packers. In the offensive line, the Packers are trying to figure out where first round pick Jordan Morgan is going to do the most good for this offensive line. So far, that looks like right guard. What that means for Sean Ryan, I don't know. One other note on the offensive line, starting right tackle Zach Tom isn't practicing right now. He's got a pectoral injury, but he is getting closer to getting on the field. The backup quarterback position also up for grabs. Sean Clifford did a nice job last season. First week of training camp, he really struggled, and I kind of think that's putting it nicely. He was bad. He's battling Michael Pratt and is putting on a clinic on what not to do. Let's just say he's thrown a lot of interceptions, and some of them are pretty ugly. On the defensive side of the ball, linebacker Quay Walker, he's set at Mike linebacker. The question is going to be whether second round pick Edgerrin Cooper will win the spot next to him. Right now, Isaiah McDuffie is getting the starts, but Cooper is alternating in with him, and Cooper is the starter when they're in dime. It's possible they're trying not to overwhelm him and not throw too much at him for right now. At cornerback, Eric Stokes back. Looks healthy, looks like he's back at full speed. He is competing with Carrington Valentine for the spot opposite Jair Alexander. One note, Jair looks really good. It looks like he's back to the all pro form we saw a few years ago. As far as Stokes and Valentine go, if this is a close battle all preseason, I would expect Stokes to get the starting nod because the Packers have to make a decision on him after the season on whether to give him a contract extension. At safety, Xavier McDaniel, he's going to have a rookie partner most likely in the secondary. Looks like second round pick Javon Bullard so far is lining up with the ones and has the edge. But another rookie, Evan Williams, has been playing really well and could push Bullard for the starting spot. And finally, after a rough 2023, the Packers brought in some competition for kicker Anders Carlson. So far, he has stepped it up to keep his job. He's 11 for 12 on kicks. Greg Joseph, who was brought in from the Vikings, is also 11 for 12. Rookie James Turner, not quite keeping up. He's 13 for 19 so far in camp. We'll keep an eye on those position battles. Later this week, I'll give an update on how the rookies are doing. Come back for that on Friday. Until that time, please take a minute to subscribe and follow me on social media. Have a great week, everyone, and go Pack Go.